Your thoughts on how camp's kind of gone? I mean, Saturday is the big jamboree, really, until Mondays. And Monday's open is super quick. Your thoughts on how camp's just kind of gone?
Well, I think it's exciting. You know, we just got off the start, and we just had tryouts finished this week, and we're just a couple days into practice. But I'm super excited to see what the season holds.
This is a very new team compared to last year. When you think about the experience and just how senior heavy both teams really were. Talk about kind of like just what's like kind of going back to the teaching aspect of it. I know last year you were teaching the game, teaching the offense, but the teaching seems more intense this year compared to the first two. Is that safe to say?
It is. I mean, we have some good IQ girls. It's just they've never really played on the field, and last year we had some people that could really take over a game if we needed to. So I'm not slowing it down, but I'm keeping my expectations high, and the girls are really doing a good job.
The team reached super heights last year. They nationally ranked, the long win streaks, and all that kind of stuff, and then kind of crashed in that playoff matchup against Heritage. What do you take from last season going into this year?
Just that we got to keep fighting, that we know that it doesn't matter on like they say, any given Sunday. For us, it's Mondays and Wednesdays that anybody can show up and beat you, so we got to prepare and play hard.
What's it like to have a younger team this year, guys, considering the last two you've had more experienced senior-led teams?
I think it's exciting because I think they see what we've done in the past, and I think that they're getting excited and they're hungry and they want to step up and they kind of want to keep the legacy going for girls flag football, and I'm super excited to see what we have this year.
It's fun. You see a lot of personality on the team, like especially with the younger girls. Being a sophomore now, it feels different with freshmen like little than me. So it feels like I have to take them under my wing and teach them all the varsity characteristics.
With that said, what was it like for you last year? Because you were that freshman on a much experienced team. You were thinking about Shy and everyone else. What did you learn from them kind of going into the season?
I knew that I had to prove myself to get a spot on starting, because I was safety on defense starting. But you definitely have to prove yourself. So, they underestimate you at first, but once you prove yourself, they really take you under their wing, treat you like one of them.
What did you learn from last year's experience? I mean, think about, we talk about this team being at the heights of heights, nationally ranked, the long win streaks, a second straight BVAL title, and then it kind of crashed against Heritage in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. What do you take from the experience last year going into this season?
A lot of patience. I mean, you can't really get mad at your team for things. You can't put them down. You always have to stay up so everybody else gets.
How excited do you finally have the season underway? I mean, you've been waiting for this since November.
I have been. I'm waiting to see what we have. And again, with the new rule changes, I know all of us coaches are going to go through kind of adjusting period, but I think we're all going to step up and have a good season.
I want to ask with the rule changes. I know the game is still kind of evolving and changing. I mean, we're in the third year, so it's still in that infancy. But talk about coaching in a sport that has constant rule changes every year. I mean, drastic rule changes. It's not just small stuff. But this year, it's the 1 yard rush. Quarterbacks always able to run. How are you able to kind of change what you do and kind of keep up with everything, so to say?
Yeah, that's going to be the most difficult thing, I think, for the coaches, and especially trying to get the girls to adapt to what we want. Mm-hmm. I have some plans that I want to do. It's just a matter of how fast that rush is going to come and how I'm going to block it and how quick I'm going to get the ball out. And so it's kind of put me back to the infancies of coaching, going back to square one and kind of drawing it from scratch, if you will.
Back-to-back BVAL titles. I mean, obviously, it's quite the feat for the first 2 years, especially. Yeah. With the younger team, what is the emphasis on going for a three-peat?
Of course, that's our goal. That's always been our expectations, that we want a three-peat. And I know the other schools, they want to win it for the first time from their school. So I get that. There's going to be a lot of competition, but we are certainly going to have our expectations high, and we expect a third time this year, and we'll see what happens this year.
That'd be such a big thing for us. I mean, we're gonna try our best to keep the streak going, and I hope we don't lose it. I mean, I have high hopes for us, obviously, but yeah.